The Whispering House. In a small, seemingly peaceful town, the abandoned mansion at the end of the lane whispers to those who dare pass by. Rumors say it's haunted by its former occupants, a family that vanished without a trace. When a group of curious teenagers enters the mansion, they find themselves trapped in a maze of endless rooms, each whispering secrets of the past. Their only hope of escape is to solve the mystery of what truly happened to the family, but the house guards its secrets jealously. The Vanishing Hitchhiker. A lone driver, traveling a remote highway at night, picks up a mysterious hitchhiker. The young woman, dressed in a bygone fashion, speaks little, only asking to be dropped off at an address that seems familiar. Upon arrival, the driver discovers the address leads to an old, decrepit graveyard. The girl vanishes from the car, leaving behind only a cold chill and a story that ties her to a tragic accident from decades ago. 3. The Lighthouse Keeper's Curse. On a rugged coastline stands a lighthouse, automated for years, yet lights flicker and alarms sound with no logical explanation. A journalist obsessed with the paranormal decides to investigate, uncovering the story of a lighthouse keeper who threw himself into the sea after madness took him, cursed by the isolation. As the journalist digs deeper, the boundary between past and present blurs, and he finds himself facing the same eerie phenomena that doomed the keeper. The Doll That Wept. A vintage doll, bought at an estate sale, becomes a little girl's favorite toy. But soon, the family hears crying in the night, finding no source for the tears. The doll's eyes seem to follow them, and its expression changes when they're not looking. An investigation into the doll's origin reveals it was made in the likeness of a child who died under tragic circumstances, and it seems her spirit has become attached to the doll, seeking comfort or perhaps something more sinister. The Forest of the Lost. Deep in the heart of an ancient forest, hikers and hunters occasionally disappear without a trace. Legends speak of a hidden village trapped in time, where the lost are kept by spirits who guard the woods. A rescue team sent to find a missing boy stumbles upon this village, only to realize that time doesn't flow normally here, and escaping the forest's embrace might be impossible. The Midnight Train to Nowhere. A decommissioned train line, still seen running on moonless nights by the few who dare watch, carries passengers who never return. Legend has it that boarding the midnight train takes one to the afterlife, but a determined detective, haunted by the disappearance of his brother, ventures to uncover the truth. What he finds is a liminal space between life and death, where souls bargain for a second chance or eternal damnation. The Shadow over Millfield. Millfield was once a prosperous town until a shadow fell over it, both literally and figuratively. The sun never seems to fully shine, and the townsfolk are plagued by nightmares of an otherworldly creature. When a team of paranormal investigators arrives, they discover an ancient entity bound to the town's soil, feeding on the fear and despair of its inhabitants. To lift the shadow, they must confront the entity, risking their sanity and souls. The Mirror of Desolation. An antique mirror, sold from one owner to another, never seems to bring happiness. Those who gaze into it see not only their reflection but also glimpses of a desolate, apocalyptic world. A young couple, skeptical of the rumors, acquires the mirror, only to find themselves drawn into its visions. They must solve the mystery of the mirror's creation and break the cycle of despair it brings, or be consumed by the desolation it reflects. The Asylum on the Hill. The ruins of an asylum, abandoned after a fire claimed many lives, stand as a grim reminder of the past. Urban explorers seeking thrills find more than they bargain for when they encounter the spirits of patients trapped in the torment of their final moments. An investigator, specializing in paranormal psychology, delves into the asylum's history to free the trapped souls, uncovering dark experiments that blurred the line between life and death. The Lake That Whispers. A serene lake, nestled in the mountains, holds a dark secret. Swimmers and boaters report hearing whispers tempting them to dive deeper and discover what lies beneath. A local myth speaks of a sunken village, submerged when the dam was built, and its inhabitants who seek to reclaim the living for their underwater domain. When a diver goes missing, the search leads to the heart of the lake's mystery, challenging the boundary between the natural and supernatural.